여러분 안녕하십니까? 8월 4일 목요일 밤 MBC 뉴스데스크입니다. 요새 보면은 생필품을 중심으로 물가가 급등하고 아파트, 땅값 등 부동산 투기가 만연하면서 인플레에 대한 불안 심리가 확산되고 있습니다. 서울시는 새로운 지하철 건설에 필요한 재원을
귓속에 도청장치가 들어있습니다, 여러분. 귓속에 도청장치가 들어있습니다. 저는 갈거활동 135에서 소창에 들어옵니다.
뉴스 도중에 웬 낯선 사람이 들어와 생태를 빌었습니다만
1988년 MBC 뉴스데스크 방송 도중 소창영이라는 남성이 갑자기 나타나 자신의 귓속에 도청장치가 있다고 주장을 했습니다. 소창영 씨의 당시 나이는 24살이었으며 환청이 들린다는 그의 주장에 사람들은 그가 정신분열증에 걸린 것이라고 추측했습니다. 2011년 MBC 방송에서는 소창영 씨의 행방을 찾아보았으나 그의 생사를 아는 사람은 아무도 없었습니다. 자신의 귀에 도청장치가 들어있다는 믿기 어려운 소창영 씨의 주장. 진실인지 아닌지는 확인할 방법은 없습니다. 하지만 최근 몇 년간 미국 정치인들과 정보국 요원들 사이에서 이와 비슷한 증상을 겪는 사람들이 수없이 나오고 있으며 이러한 증상을 하바나 신드롬이라고 이름 지었습니다. 하바나 신드롬은 전파 무기의 공격을 당해 환청이 들리거나 자신이 미쳤다고 생각하는 증상들을 일컫습니다.
Havana syndrome has affected hundreds of US diplomats, spies, and other staffers throughout the world for at least the last 5 years. Reports have suggested it's the result of attacks using microwave or radio wave weapons, possibly by Russia, but nothing has been definitively proven.
2021년 해외를 순방 중이던 미국 부통령 카말라 해리스도 하바나 신드롬을 겪어서 순방 중에 차질이 일어나기도 했습니다.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Before I get to my question, I think it's important to follow up on the Havana syndrome incident that delayed your travel here. Do you have any sense of who was behind that? And considering that these incidents have happened all over the world over the past 5 years, what do you say to diplomats that are concerned for their safety? And is the U.S. doing anything to address that situation?
Okay. I will tell you that we're looking into it. And I'm not able to share much more at this time.
하바나 신드롬을 일으키는 무기의 종류는 다양하지만 일반적으로 비살상 무기로 분류되며 마이크로 전파를 이용해서 피해자들에게 고통을 주는 기능을 가지고 있습니다.
It felt like opening up an oven door, almost mixed with a sting from about my sternum to my neck. So like you started really feeling it on my neck before I had to kind of instinctually jump out of the way.
Out of 11,000 exposures on people, only 2 minor injuries have been recorded. The Pentagon has not yet decided whether it will order the active denial system, whose powerful beam can reach up to 1,000 meters.
전파 무기는 아직까지 보급이 많이 된 무기가 아님에도 불구하고 어찌된 이유에서인지 전 세계적으로 이 무기의 피해를 당했다고 주장하는 일반인 피해자들이 많이 존재합니다.
The voices feel like mind rape. It just feels like there's somebody raping you. They're inserting thoughts into your mind. You don't want them there. But the thing is, I can't call the cops and say, hey, I've been mind raped.
이렇게 자신들이 전파무기의 피해를 받는다고 주장하는 사람들을 전파무기 피해자라고 부르고 있습니다. MIT 출신 과학자인 로버트 덩칸 박사도 이런 기술이 존재하고 있음을 인정합니다.
That we've been working on the same weapons, directed energy weapons, often referred to as DO, mind control weapons. The Chinese are working on them. The Russians and the US have had them for a long time. It can be done through cavitation effects using sound waves, and it can be done through microwave directed energy if it's amplified. In fact, there's something called the Frey effect. The Army had it on their website called V2K, and that's how a lot of people refer to it, that can pipe voices into someone's head. You can't plug your ears. It actually vibrates the brain, which is like many concussions, through the small pulses that expand the tissue and then contracts it. If you just turn that up, it causes brain damage. You're heating the brain.
과학자들의 증언에도 불구하고 일반적으로 대중들은 전파 무기 피해를 주장하는 사람들을 정신분열증 환자라고 판단하는 경우가 대부분입니다.
These voices are a mental thing, not a chip. He's not being harassed. There are no radio frequencies bombarding him.
I think Nick has schizophrenia from what I've researched.
하지만 최근 전파 무기 피해를 호소하는 정부 요원들이 급증하자 이런 증상에 하바나 신드롬이라는 이름을 지어주었습니다. 일반인 피해자들이 이런 주장을 할 때는 정신병 취급을 받았지만 미국 정치인들과 외교관들 그리고 정보국 요원들이 똑같은 피해를 당하니 미국 정부에서는 이런 증상이 전파 무기 피해라고 인정하기 시작했습니다. 지난 5월 9일 미국 국토안보부에서는 하바나 신드롬에 대한 청문회가 열리기도 했습니다.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Subcommittee on Counterterrorism, Law Enforcement and Intelligence. We're holding this important hearing to examine anomalous health incidents, otherwise known as AHIs or Havana Syndrome, and discuss the potential targeting of U.S. government officials and their families in the homeland and elsewhere. Although this issue has recently gained significant media attention, the issues surrounding anomalous health incidents or Havana Syndrome are not new. Dating back to 2014, a number of U.S. diplomatic, military, and intelligence officials and their families have reported major medical symptoms that have affected their auditory and sensory motor skills. The State Department commissioned a study through the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine that found, and I quote, unusual presentation of acute, directional, or location-specific early phase signs, symptoms, and observations reported by Department of State employees to be consistent with the effects of directed pulsed radio frequency energy.
자, 보신 바와 같이 미국 정보국 요원들도 전파 무기는 실제로 존재한다고 인정하고 있습니다. 게다가 세계 경제 포럼 또한 전파를 이용해서 사람들을 조종하는 마인드 컨트롤 기술에 대해서 2018년에 이미 논의를 했습니다. 이런 일들은 일반인들의 상식을 뛰어넘는 범주의 사건들입니다. 하지만 대부분의 사람들은 자신의 상식을 뛰어넘는 일들은 음모론이라고 취급하게끔 오랜 기간 알게 모르게 세뇌를 당해왔습니다.
Your assessments here are correct. These are very covert weapons, aren't they? They don't leave behind bomb fragments, bullet holes, etc. They could absolutely be used by our adversaries and have very low levels of, very easy to deny that they were even there, that they were used. Is that correct?
That's correct. There's no entry or exit wound. How they're designed is to make the target feel like they're crazy, like they're imagining things, especially on the low duration, the low intensity, long duration hits.
But you were saying that the targets are most often always either CIA, FBI, intelligence, law enforcement individuals. Is that correct?
No, I said diplomats, intelligence community, and Department of Defense make up the lion's share. You often don't hear about the Department of Defense, despite DoD having 5 or 10 times the number of survivors that Department of State has.
You spoke to a Russian agent who said that they believe that Americans are using these same weapons on them. Is that correct?
That is correct, back in the 80s.
Might that have something to do with part of the CIA's motive to cover up the existence of this tech and these weapons?
That is a very logical possibility.
Have any of you three panelists ever seen one of these weapons?
I have seen a 1991 version of the weapon, and it looks like a satellite dish with a unit this size attached to it. And of course, over the years, miniaturization has been possible. Obviously, there's a limitation to how miniaturized it can be because of the antenna size, which is always related to the wave. But still, it is something that can be well contained in the trunk of a car or even a large backpack.
Is this a type of weapon that could be cobbled together once foreign operatives are on our own soil, or is this something that would have to be manufactured in a nation state?
My experience shows that it can be cobbled together. Abstain from commenting further, lest I encourage people to try it at home.
That would make this weapon and this tactic even more dangerous, wouldn't it, Mr. Grozev? Can you tell us, sir, about this contract you discovered for these weapons?
The contract was an award by the Institute for Prospective Military Studies. I know that this same commander won the award of this institute 2 years in a row. We're only privy to one of his devices, to one of his achievements. We don't know what the subsequent years. The perceived value, the perceived merit by the Kremlin of this particular was high enough for it to be the only award for the year, and for this person to achieve a political placement, a position that is not usual for a security operative.
What you all are saying is there's a government cover-up of the fact that something is out there afflicting, targeting us.
I can't tell you if it's a cover-up, why they're doing this, malfeasance. I won't go there.
So cover-up would depend on intent. There could be good reasons to withhold information. I will say that the public statements that the executive branch is making is inconsistent with the classified record. And then it would be Congress's job as an oversight authority to determine why that is, whether it was a legitimate reason to mislead the public or because of some nefarious reason.
자, 청문회를 보면 전파 무기는 확실히 존재하고 있으며 세계의 각국 정부들이 이 기술을 가지고 있는 것으로 판단할 수 있습니다. 하지만 전파 무기의 피해를 받은 국민들이 있느냐에 대한 질문에 청문회에 출석한 증인들은 답변을 거부합니다.
Are any of you aware of any reported incidents from individuals who are not members of the United States government? Domestically, I should say?
There are many people who believe they are victims of AHIs. I only represent federal government employees and their families, so I don't focus on the accuracy of those particular claims.
미국과 러시아 그리고 대한민국의 일반인들 중에도 자신들이 전파 무기 피해자라고 주장하는 사람들이 있습니다. 전파 무기는 확실히 존재합니다. 미국 정부 요원들 중에도 피해자들이 존재하지만 어떤 이유에서인지 정부는 일반인들의 피해는 절대로 인정하지 않고 있습니다.
Now there's just certain people I have no time for. Like if you're sexist, or if you don't believe in conspiracy theories. I just don't understand, how do you not believe in any conspiracy theories? I understand not all of them, not most of them, but you don't believe in any conspiracy theories? You just think the government's just batting 1,000 and telling us the whole truth? That's a strong stance to take. And again, as I said before, I don't like talking about politics on stage or off stage. I don't like talking about things I don't feel like I'm truly knowledgeable in. But I do know this. Our government is placed in charge of all of its people. I'm a father who's been placed in charge of just one son. And I lie to that nigga all the time.
시청해주셔서 감사합니다.